Welcome to the January 15th, 2021 video version of the Wagner Daily. My name is Rick Petticelli, and once a week this video replaces the written commentary portion of our report. Hopefully it serves as a nice change of pace as well as offers some insight as to how we set up our charts, what time frames and indicators we use. First, we're going to go over a few broad market averages, then we'll get into open positions in the model portfolio. And to wrap it up, we'll take a look at a few setups that could be in play during the next few days. So let's start with the Nasdaq Composite. Last Friday, we have this hanging man, which at the highs is a warning sign for potential short-term weakness, but must be confirmed by lower prices during the next few days. But that didn't happen as Monday and Tuesday were little shakeouts. But as we can see here, yesterday the Nasdaq struggled at the prior high. The sell-off was on lighter volume, so not a big deal. It's basically in chop mode right now, but does have support from a rising 10-day EMA, and we'll just have to see how the price action reacts to this EMA if it does pull back in next week. And the S&P 500, also a hanging man candle from last Friday. False breakdown on Tuesday. Since then, just pure chop with the rising 10 EMA as support. Though the S&P did suffer a distribution day today as volume was higher. And while the S&P 500 chopped around, we've seen pockets of strength from other areas, mostly lagging areas such as XLE and the financials. So these are lagging areas that are starting to see some money flow. Next up is the chart of IWP, which is the Russell 2000 mid-cap growth. And there's roughly 340 stocks in this index. And most of these stocks are the ones we focus on with our trades. And you can see there was a nice thrust off the 20-day EMA. But since then, a lot of chop. And to the model portfolio, first up is CGC, which we're long from, I believe, right around 32.60. Solid day on a pickup in volume. JD triggered more of a false trigger over the highs and pulled back in. Volume was below average, though did pick up over the prior day. NIO were long with a 20% gain with an average entry price of $51.90, I believe. And after this strong move out, price was extended a bit from the 10-day EMA and needed to relax, and that's what it's doing right now. It's chopping around on light volume, which is fine. I think in the short term, we want to see the price hold above this uptrend line here and the 10-day EMA. Docu recently triggered for us on a slight pullback around 255 after this big volume up day on 112. We were looking for the price action to hold the lows of the one big volume up day on 112, and the 10-day EMA is climbing higher to provide support. PLTR we just entered on Wednesday over the 2-day high, failed to follow through, but is still holding on to the low of 111. TDOC, TDOC, cleared its downtrend line of the base on a pickup in volume. So we purchased around 230 here, looking for the low of 111 to hold with support from the rising 10-day EMA. And last up here is Uber, which we're long from around this 54 area. We did have about a 10% gain. We added to our position on Thursday. The price action formed a bearish engulfing candle with an outside day. So that's a reversal day. On a pickup in volume, we cut our ad, and given this close, it's likely that Uber may test this 10-day EMA and possibly even the lows of this big volume advance on 112. As for potential setups during the next few days, we're keeping an eye on DDOG, Datadog. See how it acts around this 10-day EMA. Had a nice thrust up. Volume's been light the past few days. See if it chops around here and then eventually tries to break this downtrend line, this short-term line here. LI, is more of a swing trade. Had a deep pullback of over 40% here, but over the past 2 sessions has had very tight trading on light volume following that strong surge up on 112. Nice breakout in Reggie several weeks ago that we participated in. We sold into strength, pulled back to the 20 and pushed higher. Right now it's pulling back into the 10-day EMA. Look for a break of the downtrend line as an entry. Nova, the same thing. If it can break this downtrend line and get back above Thursday's high, could be in play for a swing. CRD is interesting, especially if it can hold above this 10-day EMA. WKHS, pretty wide around here, 51% pullback, then a 36, and right now just a 15% pullback, which isn't too bad. We do like this reversal candle action here on 114, and it's possibly in play over this downtrend line and Thursday's high. Z is trading in a pretty tight range here after a 20% surge off of the 20-day EMA. Another one of these potential downtrend line breaks as an entry. SEDG on a break of this downtrend line and the 2-day high for a swing. Thanks for joining me. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.